Today is World Water Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon countrymen to save every drop of water. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio presents State Budget 2022 with proposed surplus of 150 crore rupees. Taking over reins of Manipur government for second term, N. Biren spends eventful first day in office. Assam government issues State Assembly 1 lakh jobless will get jobs in the coming months. And in Women's World Cup cricket, India decimate Bangladesh by 110 runs. Keep alive their hope of making the grade. Very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hansraj bringing to you the stories in detail. In national news first, today is World Water Day. The day focuses attention on the importance of fresh water and advocates sustainable management of freshwater resources. It raises awareness of the 2.2 billion people living without access to safe water. The theme of this year is groundwater, making the invisible visible. On the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called upon everyone to reaffirm the pledge to save every drop of water. In a tweet, Modi said, and I quote, "Our nation is undertaking numerous measures like Jal Jeevan Mission to ensure water conservation and access to clean drinking water for the citizens." Unquote. On the other hand, addressing a World Water Day event in New Delhi organized by the National Mission for Clean Ganga, Union Minister of State for Jal Shakti Prahlad Singh Patel has said government has been implementing the Jal Jeevan Mission to make provision of tap water supply to every rural household. Meanwhile, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma called upon the people to take a pledge to adopt useful practices of using water in daily life and raise awareness on the need for sustainable methods such as rainwater harvesting. In a tweet, Dr. Sarma said, and I quote, "On World Water Day 2022, let's conserve water. Every drop counts." Unquote.
2022 বৰ্ষৰ বিশ্ব জল দিৱসৰ মূল বিষয়বস্তু হ'ল ভূগৰ্ভস্থ পানী। জীৱকুলক ৰক্ষা কৰিবলৈ আৰু আমাৰ পাৰিপাৰ্শ্বিকতা অক্ষুণ্ণ ৰাখিবলৈ আমি এই সম্পদৰ সঠিক ব্যৱহাৰ আৰু সংৰক্ষণৰ ওপৰত গুৰুত্ব আৰোপ কৰিবই লাগিব।
On the other hand, Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu said life on this earth cannot survive without water. So water is the most precious resource critical to society's well-being. In a tweet, he said all should join hands to preserve and conserve water. In Nagaland, Chief Minister Nephew Rio today presented the budget for the year 2022-23 in the State Assembly. The total budget estimate is 24,389 crore 80 lakh rupees with cross expenditure of 24,239 crore 50 lakh rupees. The budget surplus will be 150 crore 30 lakh rupees. The budget included special allocations to various departments and areas as well as introduction of various schemes for the general public. The House on the third day of the ongoing session passed the government bills including the Nagaland Village and Tribal Council's Fifth Amendment Bill 2022, the Nagaland Groundwater Regulation and Control of Development and Management Bill 2020. The Chief Minister, Nephew Rio, introduced the Nagaland Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Fifth Amendment Bill 2022.
8,014.80 and development expenditure including CSS etc. is 5,850.30, totaling 24,239.50 crores.
In the list of business, item number 1. Item number.
Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari today asserted that Indian roads would be as good as the United States of America by 2024. He said enhancing road infrastructure would spur the employment opportunities in tourism along with agriculture. Replying to the discussion on demands for grants for the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways in the Lok Sabha, Gadkari apprised the House about the number of projects undertaken in Leh, Ladakh and Srinagar. He assured the House that before the year ends, Srinagar to Mumbai can be travelled by road in 20 hours. Gadkari said from Chennai to Bengaluru can be reached in 2 hours in near future. He said that 22 green highway corridors would be constructed throughout the country to increase efficient logistic infrastructure.
हमारे लिए खुशी की बात है कि दिल्ली से जयपुर 2 घंटे में, दिल्ली से हरिद्वार 2 घंटे में, दिल्ली से देहरादून 2 घंटे में, दिल्ली से जयपुर 2 घंटे में, दिल्ली से अमृतसर 4 घंटे में.
And now it's time for a short break. We'll be back with more news. Till then, stay tuned.
3 महीने में पैसे डबल.
वाह, फास्ट और हाई रिटर्न्स भी.
क्या स्कीम है? कल तो नहीं थी यहाँ.
और कल होगा भी नहीं.
तूने कभी 5 ओवर में डबल सेंचुरी मारी है?
ऐसे स्कीम के बहकावे में आके हम धोखा खा सकते हैं.
और आरबीआई कहता है अपना पैसा सुरक्षित रखो और समझदारी से निवेश करो. अगर ज्यादा रिटर्न के पीछे भागोगे तो रिस्क भी उतना ही उठाओगे.
और फास्ट रिटर्न से बच के.
और फास्ट बॉलिंग से भी.
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए.
Welcome back. In Manipur, N. Biren Singh, who took over as Chief Minister for the second consecutive term, today informed that his first day in office started with a prayer to the Almighty. In a tweet, he said he has started assessing the progress of various projects with the senior government officials. He also had meetings with his cabinet colleagues and MLAs. In the ongoing session of Parliament, Rajya Sabha today witnessed the repeated adjournments today after uproar by opposition parties over price rise. The upper house was adjourned till 12 noon following opposition uproar over the issue. When the house met at noon, similar noisy scenes continued. Following this, the house was adjourned till 2 p.m. Amid the din in the Lok Sabha, the government today said winding up proceedings of 78 multi-state cooperative societies are presently underway. In a written reply, Home Minister Amit Shah said action for winding up is taken under Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act 2002 against delinquent societies. Minister of State for Home Nijit Parmanik said border guarding forces are well equipped to neutralize threats emanating from misuse of drones by rogue elements including terrorists. In Assam, Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma today informed the State Legislative Assembly that Saraido will be made a World Heritage Site. He also said that Saraido Medical College will be ready by 2025. On the other hand, replying to questions, Finance Minister Ajanta Neug assured the House that the government will provide jobs to 1 lakh unemployed persons in the coming months. Opposition members created a ruckus on the issue of job creation. Jal Jeevan Minister Ranjit Kumar Das sought cooperation from each legislator to ensure that no citizen in their constituencies is deprived of clean drinking water under the schemes of his ministry.
Education Department, Health Department, PNRD Department,
In sports news, India beat Bangladesh by 110 runs in the Women's World Cup at Seddon Park in Hamilton. Batting first, India scored 229 runs in the stipulated overs for the loss of 7 wickets. Yastika Bhatia 50, Shefali Burma 42 and Pooja Vastrakar 30 were the top scorers for India. In reply, Bangladesh were bowled out for 119 runs in 40.3 overs. For India, Sneha Rana took 4 wickets while Pooja Vastrakar and Jhulan Goswami claimed 2 wickets each. Earlier, India won the toss and elected to bat first. The win was much needed for India to keep alive their hopes of making the grade in the tournament. In Meghalaya, with an aim to train prison inmates in specific sports, Parivartan Prison to Pride, an initiative of Indian Oil Corporation Limited, was launched on Monday in Shillong. The program was launched by Shrikant Madhav, Chairman IOC, and M. Kharkrang, Inspector General Prison. Talking to reporters, Kharkrang said that around 70 to 75 inmates will get benefit from the training. The program will facilitate training in badminton, volleyball, chess, tennis and carom across the jails in the country to help improve the physical and mental well-being of the inmates. Still in Meghalaya, Police Training School Umran conducted a one-day symposium on women's safety at the State Convention Centre, Shillong on Monday. The inaugural function, sponsored by Bureau of Police Research and Development, New Delhi, was attended by Inongrang, Special Director General of Police, Meghalaya, stating that the objective of the symposium was to consolidate the efforts of all stakeholders to ensure their safety, security and well-being of women and children in the state. Inongrang informed that there are 16 laws to address various issues pertaining to women and 13 rights which are guaranteed to all women under the aegis of the Constitution. In Arunachal Pradesh, 2 suspected NSC and IM cadres were killed and 2 others were apprehended by Assam Rifles in an encounter in Tirap district on Sunday. The 2 killed were identified as SS Kunyak, Bangshia and Reto Khako. A large number of arms and ammunition were recovered from the place of the operation. A case has been registered at Konsa police station for further investigation. And to end the news, the main points once again. Today is World Water Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon countrymen to save every drop of water. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio presents State Budget 2022 with proposed surplus of 150 crore rupees. Taking over reins of Manipur government for a second term, N. Biren spends eventful first day in office. Assam government assures State Assembly 1 lakh jobless will get jobs in the coming months. And in Women's World Cup cricket, India decimate Bangladesh by 110 runs, keep alive their hope of making the grade. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.